Oh, about my dad.
Yeah, so it's a
Well,
bit
my
of a...
dad went into the army in 1939.
Right.
So, oh, thank you, Frank.
There's a couple
So,
of
right,
little magazines you might
thank you,
like to have a
darling.
look through.
Lovely. So up until 45, we only saw him when he was on leave, and that wasn't that often. My dad then went to Southampton to be billeted,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in London. And my dad said, look, as I'm going to be here for a few months, we'll get your digs down here, and you come and stay with me down here. Don't stay up in London on your own, come with me, which is, of course, what he did. The first night we got there, they had the biggest bombing you ever... It hadn't been bombed, you see. My dad said, safe as houses here, he said. But my dad loved army life, so that suited him down to the ground being in the army.
I remember he had a story of in New York where he left something one time.
That's wonderful.
What was that again?
Wonderful story.
Remind me of the story.
The story was that my dad docked, because he liked his drink, my dad always did do. But Scott, you can't get onto... I want to try and sit up straight. I'm all lopsided and I can't move because my back hurts. Just a minute.
Come this side.
He was on a convoy of soldiers going to America. He went to America and he was going out obviously for a drink, my dad. What else? And the captain or whoever on his ship said, Smithy, if I were you, I wouldn't take all your wages with you because he says you never know, you're in a strange country and you could come back potless. So my dad said, no, I'll be all right. He said, well, it's up to you, but if you want to put it in safe, do. But be careful how you go. He's going on his own. So he's in New York. Anyway, have I told you this story? Oh, that's good, 'cause it's a nice story. Anyway, out he went, my dad. Got his money in his pocket. I don't know how much he had, but he hadn't spent any money for yonks on board ship. And he came home back to his ship the next day. He felt in his pocket and all his money had gone. All his hard-earned cash had gone. And this bloke that was on the ship with him said, I told you, Harry, you should have just taken some money and gone off, but take it all, you bloody stupid, and raved and raved and raved because he'd already told him not to do it. Anyway, so all through the following month, say, he didn't have a light. He had to borrow the odd little bit from his mates because he'd lost it. Anyway, that was it. Anyway, he got over that and it didn't do that anymore. And then he came back home to England. And he had to go over to New York again with his ship to give the whatever he was doing. And he thought, I'm going to go up along that bloody sidewalk and see if I can recognise where I was that night. And he did. He went along this where the road was. He loves telling this story, used to anyway. And he found this pub that he was in the night he lost his money. And of course, he's being an English soldier. He wasn't one of them. Anyway, he went in and stood up by the bar. And the barman started to talk to my dad. He said, you've been in here before, haven't you? So my dad said, yes, I think I have. He never made any big thing about it. He said, yeah, I remember. It was about 4 months ago, wasn't it, you were over here? So Dad says, yeah, that's right. And he never said a word. And he looked out behind the counter, got a glass down from back, picked out a handful of money and said, you left your money here the last. A lovely story. That was like 4 months or 5 months later. And it made me cry when he told me that.